Hello, hello, it's Myrtle Man here. Today I will be re-recording tours of my Delancey Street-Essex Street station, which I have heavily renovated, as well as Marcy Avenue, Hewes Street, Lorimer Street, Flushing Avenue, and Myrtle Avenue Broadway. Now, the reason I'm retouring these is because, quite frankly, I don't like my old tours. I had an Invisalign pair, and I still have it, but now I've just started taking it out for videos. But I had it before, and it was a lot worse than it is now. And worse to the point where when I would talk, it would slur my voice. And I really don't like that on my videos. I want the videos to be, at least I want them to be a good quality. I don't want to look back on videos of stations that took me hours of work and them be ruined, in my opinion, by the voice over being slurred because of an Invisalign. So what I will be doing is retouring all of my stations. So I will fix any errors that occurred to the signs, and maybe here and there I'll renovate them. But yeah, let's just consider this a walk down memory lane. Of course, I'm still building new stations. I've already prepared the Hillside Avenue branch of the Queens Boulevard line to be built. I have the platforms and I've recorded videos. Those will probably be next. The next ones that I build. And as for my E-Train time-lapse, I have one prepared. I am waiting to release that. Let's just add a little piece here. There we go. We might make some fixes as we go along. But I have that prepared. I'm choosing to hold off on releasing the time-lapse. So don't fret. There will be a time-lapse of the E out eventually, but I'm choosing to hold off. I have it uploaded to my channel, but it's unlisted. I'm holding off until the full ride. I want it to be seen by people because the problem can be you can just skip the full ride and just watch the time-lapse. I want people to enjoy and appreciate the full ride without just skipping to the time-lapse. So the full rides take months of work to prepare. Some I finish quicker than others, but here's the platform, by the way. You can see it's renovated a lot and upgraded a lot. If you've seen the original version of it, then you'll definitely see a difference here. Of course, it still has elements of the original one. But yeah, the full rides take me a lot of work to prepare. So I want people to watch the full ride before I release the time-lapse. The time-lapse is ready, so don't fret. Don't worry about it. There will be a time-lapse. I'm just delaying its release. Maybe a few weeks. Maybe a few days, but probably a few weeks. So here's the other entrance here. Entry, and I have added those new signs, but I didn't do that for every station that I'm retouring today. It's just something that I did for this one. Okay, so that's the southbound platform. I did add announcements here. I don't think I added M-train announcements. I think it's just a J-train announcements here. There might be, or Z-train either, or Z-train announcements, sorry. Here it is.
This is a Broad Street bound J local train. The next stop is Bowery.
Yeah, that announcement is spliced. I created the announcements for this station a while ago. A lot of the announcements that I use in this series are recorded by Mr. Railfan, but I figure he doesn't mind. I'm really not a competitor to his channel. I don't do announcement videos. So I don't think he would mind. Hopefully not. Because again, I'm not a competitor to his channel. I don't really do the same content, so hopefully he's not upset about that. But that is a splice with his and one that I recorded. Okay, so here is the F-train platform. As you can see, as I was talking over it, here you can see I added mosaics here, Delancey Street, as well as the I&D tiles there. I did not add announcements here, but I don't really have to because I'm not doing the F-train full ride yet, so there's no real need to. And the other side over there, let's cross over. So you can cross over here. There's a staircase here, Brooklyn and Queens, J, M, and Z. And there's an up arrow there. So here we are. And this sign looks really nice for some reason. I don't know. I just like how that sign looks. There's a bunch of them. A bunch of them there. I really like how they look. And that's not outside. That's just the chunk borders. And here we go. So yeah, I like how this looks after being renovated. It was cool before, and now it's cooler. So, and do not ask me to renovate stations, because some people seem to have this expectation that I will renovate every single station / upgrade them. What people don't understand is that I built the stations on this world. This world, right? This world is over a year old now. You can't expect every station to look like the current status quo of how I'm building stations. You have to give it some leeway. You have to anticipate that some stations are going to be older, right? You have in the New York City subway system, you have R211s, but that doesn't mean that they're going to get rid of all the R160s. So I think some people need to put that into perspective and stop expecting me to upgrade every single station when I think that they're good enough. And saying to fix it is quite rude, and I will probably start going tyrant mode and muting people just for saying that with no warning. So there's your warning. So why did I put F? Let's see, is this the J one? No.
This is a Brooklyn-bound J local train. The next stop is Marcy Avenue.
Added the M one.
This is a Brooklyn-bound M local train. The next stop is Marcy Avenue.
Do I have a Z one here? Probably not. Yeah, I don't have a Z one. Okay, so now let's have a look at Marcy Avenue, which is on my waypoint list, hopefully. Yep, it is. Okay, so we'll teleport to Marcy Avenue. Here we are in Brooklyn. I believe this is Williamsburg. So this one was built, I want to say, it's not the oldest, it's not the newest either. It's sort of in between. So it's an in-between of old and new build style. It can't be that old because look over here. These turnstiles, this is my, is it? Oh, no, it's not. This is not the latest design because the trap doors are floating. So this must be, I want to say, and it has, I did larger rims there. So I want to say this is probably 6 to 8 months old. So here we are at the platform. I did do the steel detailing up there, though. So that's surprising. It has a cool exit house over here. See this? This is cool. Yeah, look at that. That's cool. So it has that. I'll play the announcements as well. There's signs here that says Mary Avenue. Alright, so I guess we'll have to fix some of these signs because, again, oh, is it just that one? Okay, then I guess we had a misspelled Mary Avenue sign because the E was missing, so it's Avenue. Okay, well, I guess if Marcy Avenue would like to be Mary Avenue, I won't judge. Okay, there we go. Announcements.
This is a Queens-bound J local train. The next stop is Hewes Street. This is a Queens-bound M local train. The next stop is Hugh Street.
Z?
This is a Queens-bound Z skip-stop train. The next stop is Myrtle Avenue Broadway.
Okay, you can tell that one is more recent because it has the doors in it. Older announcements don't have the doors added. I had recorded a doors sound effect, which has been added to announcements maybe within the past. Any announcement that I added to the game within the past couple of months has doors in it. So maybe I've maybe been doing that since, I want to say, well, I guess since at some point late, maybe, that's a tough one actually, because when I started doing that, it wasn't consistent. Whoa, that was weird. Okay, here we go. So, but that wasn't so consistent. I guess I want to say any announcement added within the past 4 months has had the doors in it. But now, well, you can see I did upgrade the stoppers here. So these are automated stoppers. So that means I just set the cart class and it works. No, I won't do that. You know what? I will not do the announcements anymore. That's right. What I will do is you have to wait for the full ride. So if you want to hear those announcements, then, well, you could just ride the train in real life. But no, you'll have to wait for the full ride for these ones. Sorry. But yeah, I want people to watch the full rides. My view count took a big hit when I piloted my original full rides. I'm down to 36,000 views now. I used to have about 300,000, and now I'm poor. Yeah, now I'm a plebeian. Now I'm the lower class with no views. No, I'm just kidding. Don't take offense to that. I'm not insulting people who have low views unless they insult me first. Don't insult people who don't insult you first. That's my philosophy. So here we have Hewes Street, J and M. It's sort of interesting for me to see the mezzanines again, because I built these a while ago. Oh, look at that. The tracks. I have built these a while ago. Some of these are months old. I don't think anything, well, no, it could be possible. It really could be possible. Some of the stations here could be reaching a year old on this section, because I did start the J line quite a long time ago, but obviously it was never one of the first to be finished, and it's still not done as of the time of this recording. But Hewes Street and Marcy Avenue are not the oldest over here. I don't think this one would actually be that old, because I remember I rebuilt Hewes Street, and I didn't rebuild it. I rebuilt Lorimer Street because I rebuilt the road system over here to bend because of the Williamsburg Bridge and alignment. So here's another side entry, J and M. The real old ones, the way you can tell if it's really old, ooh, that's an old feature, but that's not a very old feature. The way you can tell if it's really old, so, oh look, a van's parked over there. So the way you can tell if it's really old is when I originally built these, I didn't have the color brown available, right? There was no color brown. So if you see a J sign that's orange, that is an old sign. So keep an eye out for an orange J sign, because I do believe there are some of those around. Oh, look at this. This is my old spinning turnstile design. Wow. Okay, that's interesting. And this isn't the oldest one. This was the previous MetroCard machine design. I slightly changed it with an improvements, of course. So Lorimer Street, J and M. Again, if you want to hear those announcements, you'll either have to go to Mr. Railfan's channel and try to find the M announcements, or you could watch my M Train full ride, in which you will hear every single M Train announcement. It goes from Forest Hills, 71st Avenue to Middle Village in that ride. So it's a pretty nice ride. So I would highly recommend checking out the Myrtle Man M-Train full ride via Myrtle Avenue. And here we go. So this elevated station's pretty cool. I haven't done this in a while here. I don't know why I stopped doing this. This is cool. Wow, this is cool. So what I did is, it looks like I did sandstone on the inside, and then, oh wow, okay. I don't know, that's just really cool to me. See, I built these stations so long ago that I forgot how I built them. Again, not the oldest, but still, it's old enough where I forgot how I built it. So, oh wow, look at that. Under the L. For those of you who are not from New York City, when I say the L, which, like that, that is an abbreviation for the elevated. The elevated. So, that's an abbreviation for that. And that's just a thing that some rail fanners say. Some older people will say that too, but most people now just call all of it. But originally, these were called the L, or the elevated. So here we are at Lorimer Street, not Lorimer Street, sorry, Flushing Avenue. So you can see I slightly renovated it. So this one is old. This one is really old. I don't quite remember how old. I believe I built this December. This was built sometime between November, December, January, or February. So this one is old. So this could have been built in 2020, if I'm right. And yeah, so this is an old build. So it is upgraded a little bit. It does have some of these signs, but I believe most of the signs don't look like this. I believe most of the signs are the older ones. And look at that. Older turnstiles. This was how I used to build turnstiles. See, that's how you can tell that this is an old build, because that's how I had been building turnstiles originally. And I did put some new signs here recently. I might have just put those before this video. I did put some new signs before the video because some signs were broken. And of course you can get a minecart from any Metro card machine, even if they're older, it doesn't matter. They output the same command. They all give you a... There it is. An orange J sign. See, what did I say before? I said, look for an orange J sign. And there you go. Wow. Okay. Wow. And also, on this world, well, for some reason, there's a glitch with Optifine where it messes up a lot of signs when you turn it on. If you take it off, then the signs go back to normal, but I want to use shaders, so I have to deal with it. So lots of older signs got messed up, unfortunately, so I've just been going around fixing those. So you may see some broken signs here and there. And so this I just added before the video. I just fixed the platform edge. Well, not fixed it, but it was fine before. But I just decided to add that three-dimensional platform edge design. And here we go. So Flushing Avenue. The signs here were fixed at some point. So here's another exit over here. Oh, wow. Look at that. A dummy signal. These were made with chisels and bits. They I guess, went out of, what is it? What's the phrase I'm looking for? They fell out of interest. No, that's not the phrase I'm looking for. They fell out of favor because they don't work. And I've tried using commands, and that doesn't make them work either. So this must be a command block. Yep. So that's a command block over there. So here's an exit. There we go. Old sign. Look at that. So it does have the brown J there. Oh, look at that. So this, so this one has the newest version of signs. And this one has the brown J. And then on that side, there was an orange J. So, wow. That is interesting. And of course, we have old turnstiles here. Again, what did I say before? I said the more realistic it looks, likely the more recent. Take that as the general philosophy for this world. Wait, did I say that right? I think I did. I meant to. The more realistic it is, the newer it is, with the exception of these signals here. Those are, I still use this design for signals, just because that's the only current way to make them functional, except I will use these signals in express tunnels, because you can't put blocky signals like this in an express tunnel, because you won't be able to see it because there would be pillars in its lane. So here we are at Myrtle Avenue Broadway. So let's enter from the mezzanine. Since the last time I've toured this stop, I have added tons of buildings nearby, as you can see. Can't really go inside them, but there are buildings nearby, which is quite cool. They're especially cool at night. And there's the remnants of the Myrtle Avenue L, which used to extend all the way towards downtown Brooklyn. I believe at J Street is where, J Street is where that terminated. And there you can see the current Myrtle Avenue L tracks, otherwise known as the M line. And there we go, Myrtle Avenue, a sign. Okay, so let's head over here. Okay, I don't believe I did signs here because it's a 45-degree angle. How would I do signs? Here I sort of managed something. So there we go. Entry. There we go. Entry. So entry, JZM, instead of ent. So let's enter, of course. Oh, wow. Look at that. Wow. Wow. This looks so nice with shaders. Wow. Beautiful. Okay. So, let's enter here. Exit Myrtle Avenue and Broadway. Let's just fix this by removing that. Okay, there we go. Okay, so here we are. Queens. Those are not doing well. There we go. Fix those up. Queens, JZM. Of course, here's the platform with route signs and everything. I do have announced. Oh, wow. Wow, that's beautiful. Okay. So, sorry, I'm just getting distracted by the views here. Some quite nice views. Here's the Z announcement. I'll play that one.
This is a Queens-bound Z skip-stop train. The next stop is Gates Avenue.
So that just switches on to the local track and actually runs a skip-stop. Yes, skip-stop trains work on my world. Believe it? Or don't believe it. So let's head over here. And I will show you the rest of the mezzanine, not the mezzanine, the platform. I am just a bit crazy today, so forgive me. There we go, more of the route signs, more of the L over there, and more route signs. We'll jump across in a minute. Don't try this in real life because it's in real life you're not going to make the jump. Okay, so more signals on this side. I've only put functional signals on this side. I'll have to add them to the other side. But a while back I had this wasn't even too long ago. A couple of weeks ago, in fact, I went through the southbound J line and I added signals from Alabama Avenue to I believe Broad Street, in fact, or it might have been, no, I think it was Broad Street. I did that. Okay, so wow, look at that. All right, so that will be it for this tour of the BMT Brooklyn-Broadway elevated line. And I'll leave it. Why not? You know, history, right? So I'll leave that for historical purposes. Manhattan. So it doesn't even have the N. Manhattan, not Manhattan. Manhattan. Yeah, Manhattan. What's a Manhattan? A hat that a man wears? Okay. So, I hope you enjoyed this tour of the BMT Brooklyn-Broadway elevated lines, and I will gradually be retouring all of the stations that I deleted and privated uploads of. And if you're new, subscribe to Myrtle Man. I am Myrtle Man, and leave a like, and I am out. It's me, Myrtle Man, saying I want my views back. Goodbye.